one of the challenges is documenting the bloodstains. Again, the bloodstains are this pattern, accumulated pattern of all the blood at a crime scene. You can't pick it up and bring it to the lab. It's like on the surface in the crime scene. So we have to document it in place. And there's generally going to be two different methods that we're going to discuss. So this is, we want it recorded because of course they're going to try to analyze it as much as they can on the crime scene, but the crime scene has to get cleaned up pretty soon. So they, after analyzing it, they want to document it so that there can be further investigation, plus it's available for the court records later on. So this is the, and it also distinguishes then maybe some of the stains were taken to the laboratory to do analysis on, so you can determine which one it is. But the bigger idea is that seeing this overall pattern that's needed for the analysis. So the two techniques are going to be the grid method and the perimeter method. In the grid method, a grid is drawn. So the grid has to be known dimensions. So it might be 1 foot squares, it might be 4-inch squares. So you make a grid pattern of known dimension, placing it over the pattern. And then a photograph is taken. So now you can identify the individual blood stains by where they are in the grid. So we see that these would be now, the blues is sort of, you would number them in some kind of system. So maybe you make the rows are A, B, C, and the columns are 1, 2, 3. So this would be like A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, P3. So each investigator has their own system. But there is a picture showing the grid, telling there's documentation saying what the size of the grid is, and then these can be patterned, and each individual stain can be referred to by what grid it was in. The other one is called the perimeter ruler method. And rather than drawing the whole grid, you simply create a rectangular border of rulers. So the top, the left, the right, and the bottom, or at least 2 of those. And then each stain is drawn in relationship to that. So you can kind of see how we have the perimeters. This yellow one would be the perimeter rulers. And then they're using individual rulers to kind of mark down where things are from that. So everything is given a relationship from the 2 perimeters. That's another way to do a documentation of blood spatter